Hi YouTubers. Well, spring is still not, in the next week or two. However, now is the time to start acquiring all the things that you think that you're going to need for your planting season. So I was going to show you some of the things that I've purchased. Most of these are on Amazon that I got these. So unless I specify elsewhere, just assume that I typed in, like plastic planting trays or whatnot into the search on Amazon, and that's where I got mine. The first thing I wanted to show you were these, and they come just like this without a bottom tray, but there are holes in it for drainage and for root growth. Then I purchased these, which are the trays, and they also have holes in them for, so you can't really like just fill the bottom tray because all the water will leak out if you're starting seeds inside, but it fits inside here perfectly. And I got a whole bunch of these. Then there's also an option that you can get like at Walmart and Home Depot, Lowe's, things, stores like that. And they come with the little seed pods, and they also come with a clear lid that after you've, soaked these and got these really wet, and you plant your seeds in the middle, a couple seeds in each one of these, then you can use the plastic lid. Okay, but you only get one for whatever the price is, the retail price that they're selling those. And I also picked up, like for starting tomato plants. When you're starting tomato plants from seeds, as most of you probably know, you need to have a grow light, a full spectrum grow light, and they need to be right above, the plastic potting containers when they start coming up. If you have the light way up here, let's say, where you can't even see my hand, like way up here, and the seeds are just poked through, they're going to get leggy. That means they're going to get real stemmy, and they're going to be all weak, and your starter plants are basically shot. So all the money that you've spent for all the seeds of everything that you want to grow in your garden, you need to keep the grow lights really close, and then when the starter plant gets, almost to the light, then you raise the light just a little bit, just as the plant's growing, so that the plants aren't stretching, to get light. So I got these larger ones, and I'll try to hold it up so you can see, because as your plants grow in these starter pods, or in these, as they get to be, I'd say probably about 5 inches, maybe 6 inches, I will transplant them into these. And, fresh nutritious soil, and I'll put perlite in it with it as well to just keep the soil light and airy, so that when I go to dump them out and plant them into the earth garden, it's easier to get the plants out without damaging the roots. So I got several of these as well. Plastic bins will work, plastic tubs, I'll show you those here in just a second. Such as these. These work great too, and they're fairly inexpensive. Get the clear ones, and sometimes they come with clear lids. These are good to start plants in as well. Like if you don't have the bottom tray and you just want to, put one of these in here, and you want to be able, these do not have holes in the bottom of them. They're solid. So you could go ahead and just water from the bottom and let it absorb into your starter trays that way, and not get all over the inside of your home or your garage. So that's another option for starting plants. It's always good to get yourself a soil tester. This one is a 4-in-1 tester. It tests fertility, the light, the pH, and the moisture balance in your soil. Oops, my camera kind of did a winky wonky. Let me fix. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, there we go. I hope that's better. Anyway, whoop, there goes the rod I got it hanging on. Oh, that sucks. Come on, work for me. Okay. So that's something else that you might want to pick up. You can get that at Menards, Home Depot, Lowe's. They've got these. So that's the soil tester. Okay, what else do I want to show you? Got these off of Amazon. These are heating plant pads. Let's see if I can get one or two up here. Just find the person that's got the best deal on these. These are not, you know, that cheap. You can get these for 20 or under. If someone's selling these, even a couple of them, and they want like $40, $50, $60 for just a couple, don't do it. Or anyway, do what you want, but I would advise you, if you're my friend, don't do it. You can find these for $20 or under. I don't know if my camera and my phone are going to stay not tilting. Anyway, bear with me. So I got a bunch of these because most plants and seeds, they're not going to germinate unless they reach between 75 degrees or more. Most vegetables and stuff like that need the warmth of the soil to make the seeds germinate. So keep that in mind when you're, you know, starting a garden if you've never had one before. Okay, what else did I want to show you? I'm going to see if I can take this and pan down here. I'm going to try and go slow so I don't make you dizzy, because I hate that too when people make me super dizzy. I just use Miracle-Gro potting soil. Here's the bag of perlite. Got that off of Amazon. These I got, I think, at Menards. I just got potting soil, mushroom compost, worm castings, and I'll tell you what's a godsend. I call it Cocoa Bean. Let me see if I can get this out of here. It's coconut coir, and it's in a block, and they're hard. I mean, just hard as a rock. How you get them to break up is to soak them in water, and then after they absorb water, it becomes soft and it breaks apart. You add that in with your soil mix, and you will have the best growing vegetables and seedlings around. That's the magic right there. I always get bone meal, natural bone meal. You pick that up anywhere. And I'll probably need to get about 3 or 4 more bags to get me through the whole growing season. Another option are these. I got these off of Amazon. And I think they use these typically for like succulents and stuff. But let's see if I can bring it over.
As a little side note, I wanted to give those that, you know, maybe they're trying to conserve money and they're on a strict budget and they can't afford to buy all their gardening excuse me, supplies from like Amazon or Walmart and buy things brand new. So I wanted to give some alternatives. Here are some see-through containers, like you get cakes or muffins or, you know, other foods like at Costco or Walmart or any of the Hy-Vees and stuff like that. Save these, remove the stickers, wash them out really good. You can either put holes in the bottom or not. That's your choice. You might want to put plastic planting starter containers in the bottom of this and just water them through this, holding the water with no holes in it, and then it will seep up through the plastic, you know, planter trays. Or you could drill holes in them and, you know, put dirt in this and just plant your seeds that way. Dollar Tree. $1. You know what I mean? You can't get cheaper than that. $1 for the bowls, and the bowls come with clear lids. You just take the stickers off. Again, you can drill holes in them if you want or not, or you can just fill it with dirt, you know, and put your plant in there. Just be careful not to overwater it, because your plants will get mold, root mold, and then they'll die. Here's containers that tomatoes came in, see-through, the full spectrum grow light. It can shine through that, or the sun in your windowsill. Here's something that I keep. It's called wet mopping cloths. I got this at Walmart because I have the Swiffer. Clear lid. I'm keeping it. I can put holes in the bottom for drainage or not, depending if I want to put, you know, containers, set them in there and water them up through the bottom. Banana breads, muffins, anything, just take the stickers off. Even the tins that you get at Dollar Tree or any of the grocery stores, they come with clear lids. any of this can work to start seeds in for spring. Our spring, our last frost typically is like the end of May to maybe the first week or so of June. So, you know, I'm just getting all my supplies together that I need for right now because it's too early to start a complete, you know, seed starting yet. They'd be way ready to be planted before we ever have unfrozen ground. Like the video before, you need to get a soil tester. It's helpful. You don't have to have it, but it helps. And through Amazon, these are like for succulents. I got these in a pack, and I had a container from thrift shopping years ago. For those that might just be skipping through the video, and it holds all of those for starters. It's helpful to have a plastic tub like this to start seeds in so that you can either put this, you know, just the cups down in there and you can water them through the bottom because there's no holes in this. What else? Just to kind of recap, you're going to want heating mats because seeds typically need about 70-75 degrees or a little warmer to germinate. I got these off of Amazon. Look for $20 or under per mat. Then I got larger planting containers for when they start to get 5 to 6 inches. I can transplant them from these little starter packs into these so they've got more room. And, you know, just use your potting soil that you can get at Home Depot, Lowe's, Walmart. I use mushroom compost. I use worm casings, which are wonderful for plants. I also use, I call it Cocoa Bean, but it's actually, what's it called? Cocoa Core. Coconut, the outside of the coconut shells. And it's compressed. Let me show you that. It's compressed into these blocks that are, you know, rock hard. No kitty. And when you soak these in water, a lot of water, it absorbs it and then you can break it apart and it helps hold moisture within your pots so that they don't dry out all the time. I also got a bag of perlite because, like, for carrots, potatoes, you know, anything that needs to, it's a root plant, you want to keep your soil kind of light and airy so that they can form and grow. So here, let me see if I can show you. Here's a huge bag of perlite. I got that off Amazon. So I'm just kind of, you know, trying to give everybody helpful suggestions. I started potatoes because they started to get the eyes on them really well and started growing in my house. So I've got a bucket and I've got potatoes started in there. These are the huge Idaho potatoes. And you need grow lights. And what I showed is these. I've never tried these before, but I did plug them in and they do work. I got those off Amazon. I also have the full spectrum LED lights that you would typically like put underneath shelves for lights or cabinets in your kitchen. So I hope that's helpful, and I hope you're excited for spring to come as I am. Right now we're all under white snow. We are going to be getting about 13 inches total within like 4 days in the Midwest here in the U.S. Let's see if I can show you the outside. It's just depressing. I'm so spring ready. Let's see if I can show you. It's all white and cold. So guys, until next video, stay safe, be happy, and be grateful for what you have. And I'll see you next time. Blessings.